a real good system in circulation. You can see some other adaptations with cycle tracks. This one at MIT in Cambridge, fairly narrow street on purpose, and full separation of the cyclist by color, by other differentiation as you see here. Or in Vancouver, you can see again they use some nice little cobbles. Pretty nice treatment actually. They also put the drainage out here. And so I think there's a slight slope here for the water to carry to the drainage. And then, let's say this were a transit stop, it gets colorized so that, again, you're dealing with the possible conflicts and so on. Now, these are all brand new tools. Certainly 10 years ago, these tools didn't exist. But now we're seeing them popping up in great cities throughout North America, and it really picks up the usage and so on. The tool I was hoping I didn't take out, I didn't. This is the one I wanted to show you for the pork chop pilots on the turn. You've got some that are pretty high rates right now because of the speed. This is the recommendation that you raise that level, keep the crossing level for the pedestrian, and then have a grade change. And this is very effective that on very wide, very complex intersections can help get people across the street. So I know I've shown you a lot of tools tonight. What I'd like to do is turn on the lights now and allow us to get into questions and answers. What did we cover that you might have a question about? Perhaps you overlooked something that you feel is important. Let's get that on the list. Alan's going to help us describe it. Was this helpful, folks? Yes. Okay. I want to make sure my time is useful to you. Okay. So what things would you like to talk about? What things are important that we might want to make sure we get on the list that we don't overlook? Go for it. It's going to be an important report.
Yeah, question.
Yeah.
I failed to mention we have goodies in the back, so please help yourself. And important, you know where the restrooms are. The restrooms are behind the stage, so you go outside and behind the stage. Also, we have some new guests who I want to introduce. Claire Harimoto, President of the Aiea Community Association. Who's Vice Chair, co-sitting the board. And Julia is the city's housing authority. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, questions, comments, answers. And we have a baton there.
I want to start with that fire department. Do you have any questions?
There's almost always a question about roundabouts. Do you have any questions about roundabouts, how they handle fire?
No, not really. We've been through a few in the
Salt Lake.
Salt Lake area, Blue Mountains. There's several that we have to. It's a little challenging on some of them because of the size of the truck. You have to make it around. So, that roundabout you guys are planning going up to Amilo, was that where that was?
Yes. Yeah.
If there's space provided,
Yeah.
you know.
We've always designed our fire apparatus. Always. We never made that mistake. Yeah. Doesn't mean you slow down, but you know, it makes you very safe.
It's pretty good. But as far as like in front of the station, I saw where you guys are going to put the trees, the median. Was there going to be a median right outside this?
Yeah, Alan, the area near the fire station, a median there right by the fire station. Is that correct?
Was there a spot where we could go through so we can go left? I failed to see that. Yes,
So yeah, you need a turning line or a place to make that turn so that you go both directions. Yeah. Okay. Other thoughts, ideas, comments? Over here.
Maybe I just is there a timeline for when somebody are going to get?
Well, first of all, what's been funded is the demonstration project. And I think we have a drawing for that here. We'll pass it around. And that would only be the painted solutions first. That's what's been funded. Longer term, we would look at what are the additional steps you may want to take with the intersection, with parking and things like that. So, yeah. Now, timeline. Help us out, Breene. Is the money already in this year's budget? So it's really a matter of doing the engineering and then getting the work permit full.
Yes, we put in the current year's budget enough money to do three demonstration projects. So this is one at Aiea High School. It's designed to be, I think, low budget, just low-hanging fruit.
Sure.
Low-hanging fruit, just so we can do very quick projects. But longer term, we'll have more in-depth projects. And we're trying to put $5 million into next year's budget, so our transportation engineers will have some flexibility to move with some of these projects and other safety implements.
Right.
So if it's in the budget, how soon would these demonstrations be implemented?
Okay, that might be a question you can answer, Mark. How fast is the ATS able to mobilize on something that's in the budget?
Well, they are designed to be very low-hanging fruit, as you used the term, using mostly paint, some rolled AC curb, in some cases paint, other types of paint, planters. So it doesn't take long at all. There's a little bit of a process we have to go through, some design, and going back out and checking the intersections and double-checking things. But these are intended to go out pretty quickly. So I would certainly hope that before the end of the year we can get these in. But I'm not sure exactly yet. But that seems like a good goal for us. And then clearly, as the Councilmember Harimoto said, if there's more money coming next year, then we've got to ramp up and get moving on more of these. So we'll want to get these out fairly quickly. So it's in our best interest to get this done as quickly as possible, and we know the public wants to see it soon too.
Great. Well, Eric, yeah.
So, I understand there's a money issue, but can we make sure that whatever work we do here now and whatever comes flushed up would become part of our Livable Communities plan, and so that it's documented, so when our legislators or other people come and go, we'll still have this documented with Department of Planning, Permitting, and Transportation come and go. They'll at least have these documents on plan, and people who develop will see them, and they'll know that this is what we have to, we want to accomplish in the long run.
Excellent.
No, we're from Aiea Korean United Church. Across from the state library, we're building a big 4-acre site. Do you have any plans on the making that improvements there also?
That's the library down on the big intersection, right? Oh, the new library. Well, the concept that I share as a vision is that's a perfect location for a roundabout. It would be very iconic. It would be right there with the library. It would slow down the traffic. The crossing is very easy and keep the traffic flowing and so on. So that may be the ideal long-term solution. Short-term, that's a tough intersection right now. You don't have enough sidewalk space there, but I'm convinced that, and I have not seen the plans for the library, but I'm hopeful that they include putting sidewalks in on the library side. Has anybody seen the plans? Is that the case? Do we know? Yeah. Well, anyway, that would be our recommendation, to do a midterm or a long-term solution. Perfect place again for a roundabout and to slow the traffic and keep it moving. Yeah.
I remember you guys were trying to say you guys were going to meet their entrance or exit right at that main intersection as opposed to in more down the road. Are you still making it come right off into that main intersection? And the stoplights, to get into your guys' church?
No, I don't think we do that. There's no entrance or exit here.
So it'd be on the side street, is that what you're saying? Yeah. So that was going on back there.
I just want to put a plug in for Cyclone Hawaii, which is doing a complete streets demonstration. They're a nonprofit, and they did one this weekend on the 12th on Mother's Day. So if you want to see what complete streets would look like in the near future, that's just this weekend. That's in Kaka'ako, so you can make it down there. And then I have a question about bikeways that are at grade with the sidewalk, so they're flush with pedestrian paths. I feel like there's like a problem when there's nothing in between the bike lane and the sidewalk, because pedestrians usually walk into the bike lane. Do you find that that becomes a problem? Like, do we need something in between, like trees or something that separates the bike lane?
Whenever we can, when we have the right of way and the opportunity to do it, we like to wholly set the sidewalk back from the street edge, which would mean it would be like a planar row, tree line, and so on. So that's our idea. Sometimes, because of grade and other issues, the sidewalk has to be attached. So then it has to be next to the bike lane. But again, the purpose is one we can get the sidewalks there. Good comment. Okay.
Could you describe, I saw Honolulu cycle track, Honolulu road cycle track. Could you describe what the vision for that is?
Sure, this is long term. I think we have the visual here. That I don't know how easy this is to see from the back of the room, but long term, the cycle track would be raised and parallel or flush with the planar road and the sidewalk. And again, it would be 6 feet wide, and then on both sides of the street. So you have an uphill and a downhill. I know the road has a lot of terrain to it, so this would be the concept. Keep the cyclist, in this case, out of the street, and give a long route of travel. This is a very important corridor. Certainly, am I right about this? This will connect into the TOD development. Is that right? Make the connection further down. Yeah, and it goes all the way down to the trail along the waterfront.
Does that eliminate any current traffic lanes for
The cars?
No, it fits beautifully with the current dedication of lanes. Now, it would call for narrowing the travel lanes down to 10 feet. Now, throughout Honolulu, you have a lot of streets that are down to 10 feet, many that are even down to 9 feet. A lot of the roads downtown are 9-foot lanes, right? So this isn't a stretch of the imagination. It's just a different way of allocating space to allow more walking, more biking, more transit, and safer driving. Yeah. And that's an important point. We were building 12-foot wide lanes, and as you saw, 14-foot wide lanes on the other side